Speedway Park and head west to check the action in sunny Arizona. The scenery's quite different, but the track's the same, straight. During the last weekend in January, the Beeline Dragway near Phoenix is the scene of the American Hot Rod Association's Winter Championships. Here, the nation's top cars, drivers, and mechanics assemble to compete for cash and merchandise awards totaling more than $90,000, according to the promoters. This is the first championship event of the new year. They come from every section of the country to test their driving skills and new cars under ideal weather conditions. The Fueler field included drag racing greats Chris Karamasinis and Connie Kalita, Warren Coburn, Ron Goodsell. Before the meet was over, 25 cars would break into the 7-second bracket. It would take 7.79 seconds to qualify. The Ram Chargers from Michigan and Tom Hoover from Minnesota were set to run in the sun in January. And the gals came along for a winter vacation. The Stalker Field entries read like the who's who of the quarter mile, with Dick Branster's Color Me Gone, Bud Fauble's Honker, Bobby Harrop's Flying Carpet, the Ram Chargers, Sox and Martin, Phil Bonner, and Al Ekstrand set off to kick off the new campaign. The new iron gets on the strip as soon as possible to check the traction and climate conditions. Even a flying bike makes an all-out run. Dick Landy comes to the line to try his new Dodge. Watch it. Lots of traction, but he can't keep it straight. Dave Koffels' Maloney Motors Plymouth takes its turn. Followed by Ronnie Sox. And Bill Jenkins. But before the stock class runoffs begin, the 16 cars with the lowest elapsed times parade before the eager spectators. And the competitors share the interest of the fans, for this is the first time out for the new models. Months of work have been crammed into a few 2 short weeks to get ready for the trip to Phoenix. Many who had planned to make the trip are still home working on their new campaigner. In the second round of the Mr. Stock Eliminator runoffs, Al Ekstrand beats Dr. Dick Spence and the Missouri Mule. Whips Milton and Snow, who redlined it. Bud Fauble, with an ET of 10.90, eliminates a Lee Smith Plymouth. And the Ram Chargers Dodge completes the round with an impressive win. In the opening top fuel round, Tom Hoover meets Karamasinis. Hoover takes it with an elapsed time of 7.78, Top end speed, 193.96. Connie Collitta's Ford-powered rail meets the Batto Valenti entry. But all of the action's not on the strip. The Stockers are back as Al Ekstrand in the near lane meets the Ram Chargers. And Ekstrand wins easily. Getting adjusted to a different go signal creates some start line problems. Bud Fauble races Roger Lindemood and Color Me Gone. And Fauble leads the length of the strip. Hey, who let the Jolly Green Giant on the strip? What class is he running in? The final Mr. Stock Eliminator run is an all-Mopar show as Al Ekstrand draws Bud Fauble for the race for the crown. And Fauble and the Dodge take the win with an ET of 10.96. Top end speed, 129.31. Ronnie Sox uses the return road as Bud Fauble from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, Mr. Stock Eliminator at Phoenix, accepts the trophy and congratulations from the Queen of the Winter Championships. On Sunday, the final of the three-day event, 30,000 drag racing fans jammed the stands and parking areas to watch the action-packed races. More than 50,000 spectators have seen close to 100 new records established. First up, the Ultra Stock Trophy Run. Dick Vandy in the far lane versus Butch Leal. And Leal takes the class honors in one of the first funny cars seen in a drag race. Two new Dodges meet for Super Stock automatic honors. And it's another classic Ram Chargers Color Me Gone battle. The Ram Chargers win with a record-shattering 10.99 ET and 131.57 top speed. Dave Strickler in the near lane captures a Super Stock title with an 11.13 ET as his opponent breaks a drive shaft on the run. Bud Fauble and the Honker eliminate Bobby Harrop as Fauble continues his winning ways on the Arizona asphalt. The Star Hickey Ford in the near lane races the Golden Commandos Plymouth. And the Plymouth takes it. In the top fuel second round, it's Ron Goodsell in the near lane and Danny Ongeis at the line. Ongeis leads the length of the quarter mile. Next up, Tom Hoover and Warren Coburn. Coburn runs off the strip as Hoover advances to the next heat. Gene Turk meets Ward and Weyer for the remaining spot. And Turk wins the close duel with a 7.77 elapsed time. In Super Stock Automatic, the Finner Tubbs entry meets Bill Jenkins in the far lane. And the near lane light goes on again. Bill Flynn and the Yankee Peddler in the near lane faces the Dragon Doctor Dick Spence. And the red Plymouth wins it going away. Dick Housey beats Dave Koffel to the finish line in a showdown at Phoenix. Pontiac in the near lane gets a fast hole shot and holds the early lead against the Brown Auto Sales Stalker to take a stock trophy run. Finner Tubbs advances against Dick Spence as the red Missouri Mule blows in the lights. The gas dragsters are next in line. 18-year-old Jimmy Hooper faces the veteran Gordon Collette from Portsmouth, Ohio. Hooper responds with a wild wheel stand and takes the long way to the end of the quarter mile. The Herrera Caudell goer runs against Pete Robinson, the engineer from Atlanta. And Caudell advances to meet Collette for top gas eliminator. Collette, number 13 in the near lane, follows Caudell's beautiful start. And Gordy adds another top gas eliminator crown to his collection of top wins. Don Garlitz in the near lane meets Indy driver Art Malone in the Fueler run. Garlitz is first out of the hole, but breaks a blower belt, and Malone coasts to an easy victory. Even a Garlitz can't win them all. Don Wellington's Red Dodge and Forrest Pitcock's Plymouth run for B Sportsman Class honors. Wellington takes an early lead. And holds it to take the trophy. In the top fuel semifinals, Hoover draws Ongeist. And Hoover advances to meet the winner of the next run between Gene Turk and Frank Cannon. Turk puts Cannon on the trailer and moves into the final with an ET of 7.68. K.S. Pittman and the B&M Hydro in the near lane gets set for a little eliminator run. Pittman beat Clyde Wilson, Johnny Loper, and Don Tora on his way to the little eliminator crown. And the starter sends Dick Harrell down the strip to victory in a street eliminator run. Dick strokes it for an easy win and returns to meet Herrera and Son for the title. The quicker start is right on the money, and Herrera becomes the Winter Championship Street Eliminator. K.S. Pittman likes the near lane and blows by another car to take the little eliminator prizes with a run of 10.10 and a top-end speed of 141.06. The handicap system giving the slower class car a head start is in effect as the top stock eliminator runoffs progress. Dave Strickler's Dodge runs against Butch Leal's new Plymouth. Strickler holds a handicap lead as Fauble and the Ram Chargers return. Yesterday's big stock winner, Bud Fauble, fouled, and the Ram Ram Chargers' Mike Buckles will meet Strickler in the semifinals. Art Malone and Bob Langley roll to the line for the A-Fuel Dragster Trophy run. And Malone takes it with an ET of 8.74. Ed Terry delights the Ford fans with an impressive win in the middle stock eliminator event. The Mustang's time was 12.28 and top speed was 105.75. The farmer, Arnie Beswick, looks like he's on a solo run, but overtakes the T-Bird on a Sportsmanator dash. Beswick's time, 11.11. The flagman sends him off. A Paradise Ford entry in the near lane, and Dick Clark's Falcon in the far lane. And Dick Clark takes the little stock eliminator run. The Bob Ford takes an early lead, but Beswick's storming Pontiac roars by for a Sportsman Eliminator victory. And the crowd shows its approval for the Poncho win. Dave Strickler and Mike Buckles return for the all-Dodge semifinals. But Strickler won't repeat as this year's Phoenix Stock Eliminator. Dave has jumped the start, and the Ram Chargers are in the final. Ed Terry races another Ford product, and Nick Colbert, but holds the handicap lead, and the quarter horse gallops on its way to the middle stock win. The top fuel eliminator final between Tom Hoover and Gene Turt follows the stock car run. Hoover moves first and becomes the top fuel eliminator at Phoenix. And the crew's a happy bunch as they follow him down the strip. Tom Hoover, the 31-year-old mechanic from Minneapolis, captures his biggest drag racing prize in sunny Arizona. Ed Terry and Brent Burge meet in the middle stock eliminator final. But Terry's all alone on most of the run and wins the title with ease. For the top stock eliminator crown, the Ram Chargers Dodge has to spot Del Blades in his Chevy what must have looked like half the length of the strip to Mike Buckles. Blades faced Strickler under the same conditions in last year's final. But the Dodge quickly catches the Chevy and Blades, and Dodge, for the second consecutive year, is the top stock car at the Winter Championships. Mike Buckles returns to the cheer of the crowd and the Ram Chargers crew. While Tom Hoover collects his trophy from the Queen. Jim Tice, American Hot Rod Association's president, congratulates Buckles on his stocker victory. By the time the crowd clears the grounds, the sun will set on a record-breaking day. But let's chase the setting sun westward again for more exciting drag racing action.